What's going on? This is Lauren with the TMF Podcast. It is Saturday, and we're going to talk about ticker symbol AMC. AMC Entertainment. And we're going to talk about it because every single day I open up my YouTube feed and I see almost the same exact clickbait style thumbnails in my news feed. And I watch them. I watch a bunch of them anyway, not all of them, but I watch a bunch of them. It shows up, look, the truth, AMC, Citadel screwed next week. GameStop and AMC, 300,000 special, big moves. Proof AMC stock is $1,500. Let's see, Citadel secret algorithm, AMC stock, AMC short squeeze coming, don't get played. Constantly, I see these urgent news, new urgent information released. AMC, all in on AMC short squeeze coming. It's over. All of these articles, or not articles, but all these videos have the same common denominator. AMC stock plus short squeeze plus epic run to the moon. Now, let's talk about some of the facts that happened over the week, and let's look at what happened to AMC. The beginning of the week, AMC went down. Big hit on Monday. Monday, Tuesday, big ol' hits. What came out? Well, share count information, short interest information. What really came out was the fact that we don't know the answer to either of them. And this is a problem. This is a problem for AMC stock. Now, let's start with the share count because I went over this in another video. I have listened to several different people talk about the share count numbers. I think the most accurate is Meet Kevin Pathrath's video on AMC share count, saying that the number is actually probably pretty accurate, being that they rounded the numbers to a general number. So a 4.1 million investors with an average of 120 shares. Those numbers are definitely average. Obviously it's not 120 even, and it's not 4.1 million on the dot. And when you're talking about that, when you're talking about something that could be rounded up or down to the tune of thousands or, quarters on thousands, that number can jump a good bit. So the actual share count, as far as what they gave us, is probably pretty spot on. Then we saw Matt Core's video saying that AMC is oversold. It's 174% oversold. That's probably highly inaccurate. Now, what else have we seen this week? We have seen more news coverage on naked shorting and dark pools. I have seen more mainstream news coverage of these events. And nobody denies that it happens, right? Nobody. Everyone knows that it's happening. They're making these trades on off-market kind of exchanges so that it doesn't drastically affect the stock price for the retail investor. That is what we are being told, which it kind of makes sense. If you're going to go and sell, million, 5 million, 10 million shares, something of that nature, then it would drastically affect the stock price immediately. Whereas these are done over time or over the day or whatever the case may be, which is probably what most people are going to refer to as that short ladder attack. So someone had a large amount of shares and they have been, selling them and dumping them and creating the stair step ladder that we see oftentimes on really bad days. And we just blame short sellers. Now, the other thing that we have to take into account is the short interest numbers. The data that we're given isn't exactly accurate today. What they're telling us is that it's T minus 2 days. So the short interest data is 2 days behind. And then is it kind of accurate? How close is it? Is it really on the money? Is that the actual shortage? We don't know. And people are buying and trading AMC stock and other meme stocks based on these numbers going up and down. And they're holding it. So AMC right now, as it sits today, stopped at 49.71. That's where it ended on Friday, which it had a decent rebound because it took a big hit back down and touched $39. And everyone says, well, if it touches this, then this will happen. I keep hearing that. I hear that every day. The technical analysis shows if the stock price touches this, then this happens. what we've seen and what I've seen following these stocks, not just AMC, but other ones, is that doesn't necessarily mean anything. It means that, yeah, if we pass a sell wall that we can see in our level 2 data, which is right here, if we see a sell wall for 100,000 shares at 49.85, then sure. If you get past 49.85 and there's enough buying pressure, then the stock can continue to go up. If you get to 49.85 and it takes a hit of all those shares being sold and it cannot get back up there, and then there is another big sell order at say 49.70 or 49.50, whatever it tanks it down to, then yeah, it's harder for it to go up. But in no way, shape, or form does a technical analysis say, when we look at AMC stock or any other stock, okay, if it breaks, if it opens and it goes to 52, the next stop is this. What they're doing is they're looking across this horizontal line to previous day's trading, right? That's what we're doing. So right now let's just call it 50, right? The next leg up is here at 52. The next leg up is here at say 55 and then 60, and then the sky's the limit. But that's not entirely how this market actually works. It doesn't work that way. It works off of people buying and selling AMC stock or any stock. We're just talking about AMC at the moment. Now, what is likely to happen is this is a big cup. It's a W, whatever. We've seen W's several times where it looked hopeful. We've seen cups where it tanked. Then we've seen run-ups get excited, and then tank. So going into next week, I would expect a lot of the same. I would expect that we will see a little excitement followed by a sell-off, followed by a little more excitement, followed by a sell-off. We're actually almost kind of creating lower highs at the moment, right? That's kind of what happened this whole week, was lower highs, and we just happened to end on a somewhat good day because the day before was really dramatically down. I think had Thursday not touched that 39, and Thursday had actually come down and been at like 46, 47, then this up here wouldn't look so drastic, right? 47 to 49 is not a big deal, but the fact that it closed at 42, went back up, is kind of a big deal. Now, a lot of stocks took a hit on Thursday. So many stocks took a hit on Thursday, like big hits, 20%, 30% hits. GameStop took a big dive, like 28%. So all of these do kind of trade a little bit similar. And when we look at the chart, and this is the chart, look, I look at all of it. Look at the volume. Look at the stair-step volume that we have on AMC. This is a huge problem. This is a major problem for AMC to go up. You see the volume spikes. Excuse me. And then you see where we're at now, where the volume has gotten significantly lower. And if AMC doesn't pick up volume, it's not going to go up anymore. We're going to see a slow decline. If you are holding, let's just say that most of you are holding AMC shares and you're not selling them. You're waiting it out. In order for the stock to go up, someone has to buy. And if a lot of you are holding it and are out of money to buy more AMC stock, it's not going to go up. It's going to take someone else to come in there and really move it. And while I do think there are big players that come in, excuse me, it's early. I come into the market and move the stock for sure. I don't think they're in it for the long haul. You're going to have these whales come in, buy it. It's going to go up. You're going to get excited. They're going to take profits in a couple bucks and they're out. And a couple dollars to them is tens of millions of dollars in profit. I mean, that's just facts. You're over here banking your couple grand or maybe your $10,000, $20,000 on here, and they're making $10 to $20 million. And then guess what? They're going to buy it when it comes back down here. You're going to get excited again. That's kind of what's happening. Is AMC heavily shorted? Sure. We know the shorts out there exist, but we also know that they're recycling them. They're selling them and they're buying more options and buying more. And if AMC never goes back down to $12, I don't think they're going to suffer. I think they could probably float AMC here. To keep in mind with GameStop, when GameStop went up the second round and it came back down, it stayed at like 120 to 150 range, which is still high. AMC, this could be AMC's 120 to 150 range. Hit 77, lost 35, 40% of it at one point, damn near almost 50% of it right here, $37. Exactly 50%. And then we just hover in this range. And we need some kind of fundamentals, some kind of catalyst to get people excited to go, all right, here we go. Because I don't think the large scale investors are going to YOLO AMC to $1,000. At this point, $100 is your target goal. And that's 100% increase. 100%. So you're going to need a gamma squeeze. You're going to need something to rocket AMC. And when it does happen and you're stuck holding it because you didn't sell at this point, and it goes up to 100, you go, I'm not selling until all the shorts cover. I'm not selling until it hits 1,000. I'm not selling until this. Dude, man, you could be holding this forever. Let's just be honest. We have got to be real. The possibility that any of these stocks on my watch list, any of these on this list, could squeeze and be up there is certainly possible. But I think that the problem with AMC right now is that everyone on the other side knows exactly what you're trying to do. And they are going to do everything in their power to stop it from happening. Are they going to continue to short it? Sure. Maybe they eat some losses and they cover some and they just kind of maintain and wait for people to give up. Because in the scheme of things, the retail trader that's not selling, most of them are going to run into a financial hardship, in which case they're going to need some form of money. How much? Don't know. How many of them are going to sit here and trade sideways until they see another opportunity that they could have made more money on? How many of them have an emergency, a car breakdown, a family health situation, college, life, and they need money? The odds of you running out of money are far greater than the odds of the hedge fund running out of money. So I want you guys to be safe out there with your investments. I lost a lot of money on AMC this week. I bought call options. I YOLO'd them, man. And it was a risky move. It really was risky. And for a second there, it looked really good. And then, unfortunately, we just lost. So going into next week, I've got a different strategy, man. With AMC, I will watch it. If it looks volatile, I will day trade an option call on a volatile day. But just sitting there parking shares and watching it go up and down, sideways, left, right, while other stocks slowly climb the ladder, it's just not the way to do it, man. Not for me anyway. I don't want to be out there telling you to sell your positions. I want you to be out there to tell you that you have to look at this somewhat realistically. Listen to more than one person. Listen to more than just the guy who tells you it goes up. Because if we've learned one thing, it's that stocks don't just go up. They don't. They don't just go straight up. We could find a company that traded up. You know what? This guy called out this call on Friday, and man, I have not seen. That's the wrong one. Sorry, I have not seen. Look at this play right here. Look at NVIDIA. And I've heard Kramer talking about NVIDIA. And I'm not talking about Kramer who called it the call out. But look at this. Look at this step up, man. This right here, this 699 to 717. This little run up here of 4% or whatever it hit. I'd watch live people make 5x their money on options in this time frame. So I have to change my and this is with a safe stock, man. NVIDIA is relatively safe. It doesn't have, look at the climb over the freaking days, man. It's on a tear. It's killing it. So that's all I'm saying, man. You apes, I'm for your movement. I just don't think that what you're holding on to is I'm leery that everyone's telling you it's coming. First, it was going to be in April, then it was going to be in May, then it could be sometime in June after the share count, then there's going to be something in July. Now we're talking about August. Well, then Q3 reports come out in September, so it could be in September. Look, some of you can hold on forever. I get it. Some of you can hold on until AMC goes into the dirt or comes up with the next newest space age movie theater. You can go either way. I'm just saying, you can't believe everything you see when it comes to this. We're getting half the information, and then the half that we get is still distorted. So I commend Meet Kevin for his neutral status on this. And he's got 60 something grand in shares of AMC. So he's not like he's up there wanting it. And he's bought in 60 something $1,000 of AMC at 40 something or $50. I mean, it's up there. His dollar cost average is not $9. So he's got a lot to lose if AMC goes back down. So be safe out there, man. Have a good weekend. I'm going to do some more videos, so check them out on other stocks, and we're going to look at some other things in the market that's happening, and maybe we can recover some of our losses next week, because this week was just ugly, man. Sometimes we just have those weeks where you're just like, I'm going to buy puts on everything. I'm going to buy puts on your mother at this point. So until then, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you would like more content. I do live stream every day. It's not super exciting, but I am there talking about stocks and watching them. And if you've got questions, and you're new to the market, you feel free to ask, and I'll do my best to answer them. So until then, I'll see you later.